Trump talks China trade deal and almost crashes the stock market. Let's get right into it. Trump says tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese goods will increase to 25%. Blames slow progress in trade talks. The U.S. import goods of China totaling $539.5 billion, and the trade deficit stood at $419.2 billion in 2018, according to the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative. If Trump follows through with the threats, virtually all goods imported from China to the U.S. would face some sort of tariff. So this not only affects China companies, but this will also affect the goods coming into U.S. that have companies out in China importing the goods into the U.S. So that's not only going to affect China and their country, but it's also going to affect our country. U.S. stocks slide after threat from Trump to raise tariffs. Fresh market jitters over the possibility of an escalation in the costly trade war between the U.S. and China pulled stocks broadly lower on Wall Street Monday. And this comes right after Trump saying that we would possibly have a trade deal on Friday, and then he comes out on Sunday saying that he wants to raise the tariffs. And China's stock market was down by 5%. Dow makes stunning comeback as China confirms trade team will head to the U.S. Stocks did recently recover from the bulk of their earlier losses on Monday as investors bet China and U.S. will strike a trade deal despite President Trump's threat to hike tariffs on China's imports. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was down just 75 points, while the S&P 500 traded 0.4% lower. The Nasdaq Composite was down 0.5%. The market's comeback accelerated after CNBC reported the Chinese delegation will in fact still travel to the U.S. to continue negotiations this week, according to sources, although with a smaller group than originally planned. The Dow was down as much as 471 points on Monday, while the S&P 500 traded down 1.2% at its lows. The Nasdaq was briefly down 2.2%. Stocks initially fell after Trump tweeted on Sunday that the current 10% levels of $200 billion worth of Chinese goods will rise to 25% on Friday. He also threatened to impose 25% tariffs on an additional $325 billion of Chinese goods shortly. And this comes after he said that the trade deal would happen this Friday and still continue with the 10%, and then he's now raising it to 25%, saying talks of the trade deal are slowly coming together and not going quickly enough for him. So this is very interesting, guys, and come Tuesday morning when the market's open, it should be very surprising to see what happens, to see if any continued downward consolidation happens, or if we get a full bloodbath in the markets tomorrow, or if we just continue to go higher. It should be an interesting time. I mean, if he comes out with some more things or says he wants to do some more things with the tariffs, it could get really interesting, guys. Anyways, I'd like to know down in the comments if any of your guys' stocks ended up green today, which should be surprising as most of the market was down in the red. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, have a financially beautiful day.